Hello, it's February 19th, 2014, and we have a blockbuster here from Turner Radio Network. DHS agent reveals U.S. to collapse within 6 weeks. It was written on February 19th, 2014, and an agent from the U.S. Department of Homeland Security revealed to a local 21-year-old that the United States will collapse into martial law within 6 weeks. Banks will be closed, debit cards will not work, those without food or cash will starve to death or be killed when they try taking food from those who do have it. The email was received from a local Turner Radio Network contributor. It says, just a few hours ago I decided to go to the grocery store with my buddy and stock up on food since I am a prepper. Anyway, I had my basket full of food and went to the checkout counter. It was around 9 p.m. As I was in line, I was talking to my buddy about prepping and stocking up on food in case it hits the fan. I also brought out how the economy might collapse at any time. My buddy's new to the prepping game, which is why I decided to bring him along. After the cashier rang me up and we walked to my car. As I was packing everything in my car, this middle-aged guy walked up to us and said, "You guys are doing the right thing by being prepared. The majority of the people in this country have no clue what is happening." He writes, "I thought to myself, wow, how cool it is to meet another prepper. I told him, thanks, are you a prepper too?" He says, yes and no. What do you mean? I shouldn't be telling you guys this, but since you guys are very young, he makes a note that he's 21, and I do feel bad about your generation, I'm going to let you guys on a little hint. I do know for a fact, as a matter of fact, 100% sure that the economy is going to collapse. Martial law will be declared by late February or early March. Not sure on a specific date, but it will happen for sure. The kid, asks him, "What makes you say that?" He says, "Because I work for the DHS and have inside information on what's going to happen to the economy." He also said how he has ties with people who work for JP Morgan. Now we all know JP Morgan, bankers are dying. Back to the letter that was sent, he said, "Yeah, right, sure thing, buddy. If I get a penny for every doomsday prediction I've heard, I've been retired by now." I was referring to the doomsday prediction on this site. He says, LOL. Without even saying another word, he showed us his DHS ID card, but he did cover up his name. He showed it to us for a couple of seconds and put it back in his wallet. He said, "Now listen carefully, stock up, and I mean stock up very good on food, guns, and ammo, because once it happens, you won't be able to buy it. Martial law will be declared, banks will have no cash, and stores will be out of food. If possible, move far away from the cities because it's going to be like hell. And lastly, get your money out of the banks because a lot of banks are going to fail." I said too much already. I have to go now. May God be with you and forgive us for doing this to your generation. Without saying another word, he left. Seriously, guys, ever since this encounter, I've been, bricks. I'm already well prepared with everything that's going on right now. Banker suicides, inside information that the U.S. will collapse on March 4th. It looks like he's right. He does leave a little note saying the conversation isn't word by word of what he said. He just summarized everything. Now, this was just written up by Live Free or Die over Before It's News. And he says, if the story from the Turner Radio Network is true, we now have a timeline of 6 weeks before the inevitable collapse of the U.S. society and the introduction of martial law within our country. Though there have been rumors that Turner is disinfo, Before It's News always decides to present the evidence and let the viewers decide whether or not to believe the information. Is the email that is said to have been received by Turner below legit or disinfo? With everything else that we've been seeing unfolding in the last few years, and specifically months, weeks, and days, we feel that everyone should be prepared for what could soon be coming down the road. So, again, you can believe it, we cannot believe it, but we have been seeing from large names in the financial industry, that everything's coming to a head. We know the bankers have been dying. We've seen some Navy SEALs are dying. There's been some very strange things going on, and all signs are pointing to an economic collapse here in America. Heads up, be prepared, stock up. Thank you.